And I'm going to ask you higher self to step to the side or step to the back. Ari, we're going to be in a place where you're about to be connected with a past life, where there's a healing there that needs to take place. Do you see anything yet there in the garden, or you just at the smelling state?
Bushes and little pink flowers on them.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a big tree I'm standing by.
Mm-hmm.
Big tree.
How long do you think that tree has been there? Does it have a pretty big trunk or is it a small trunk?
Oh wow.
Repeat that.
This is huge.
Mm-hmm. What else do you see there in this green garden?
Tree.
Repeat that.
It's fruit imagery.
Mm-hmm.
The bushes. A little bit of everything.
As you take notice of the bushes, the trees, the grass, the whole entirety of the garden, does it feel like you've ever been there before?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like I visited my tree before at least.
Mm-hmm. How many times would you say you've been in this garden itself?
3 or 4.
3 or 4 times. All right. Now, I want you to begin to take a walk through the garden and let me know when you are in a space of where you've walked through the garden and you've ended up in a space where there is a clearing. And let me know what you see because you're visiting a past lifetime and you're connected to it and you're therefore healing around something that is for your benefit and for your highest good. And let me know as you walk through the garden what it is that you're noticing.
To look like more paved, more kept.
Hmm.
Stones on the path.
Anything else you observe?
Brave. It's not as bright, it's darker.
Hmm. What time of day is it there, Ari?
Maybe like can't tell if it's twilight or early morning.
Hmm.
It's like either coming up or going down because it's dim and it's a little foggy.
Hmm. All right. We're going to turn up the imagery for you, the brightness, the crispness in which you receive the visuals in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we have turned that up so that in your mind's eye you get a better and more crisp visual. Now tell me, all right, what is going on now where you are?
Maybe walking home.
You're walking home?
Yeah, I feel like fearful. A little.
Mhm.
I have. I think I'm shabby.
Mhm.
Um,
I want I want you to take a look at yourself. We're going to count down from 3 to 1 and I want you to tell me, look down at your feet and tell me what do you see in 5, sorry, 3, 2, 1. Look down at your feet. Tell me what are you wearing?
shoes.
Mhm.
They're like leather, but they are old. Like
Mhm.
I would think maybe like the pilgrims or somebody would wear them. But mine are
Mhm.
kind of beat up,
Okay.
like a little worn. I don't have a toe coming
Mhm.
through, but it won't be long. I'm itchy.
You're itchy. What is the itching coming from?
I think I have like wool, maybe. I'm dirt. I might be dirty.
Mhm. I want you to look closer. Take a look at your hands. Hold your hands out in front of you. Tell me, what do you see when you look at your hands?
I'm dirty.
You're dirty. Mhm. Are you male or female?
A little boy.
A little boy. How old are you?
No,
9 years old. And tell me, where are you located?
in the woods.
Repeat that.
In the woods.
New Orleans?
Woods.
In the woods. In the woods where? What city or state are you in?
Uh, New Brunswick.
New Brunswick?
Mhm.
Mhm.
I'm in. I'm not in America.
Mhm. You're in New Brunswick. Isn't that in England?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. What's your ethnicity?
White.
Mhm. Now, what's your name, little boy?
Joshua.
Joshua. And Joshua, why are you in the woods by yourself?
I went to go on an errand that I was sent um, on for work, and now I'm coming back.
Mhm. Now, when you went on this errand, what were you going to do?
I'm itchy.
Mhm. We're going to relieve a little bit of that itching. I'm going to count down from 2 to 1 and allow the itching to resolve just a little bit. But before we do that, how did you end up so dirty, Joshua?
We only take baths every 3 weeks,
Okay.
and in the woods, I had to dig up plants,
What were the plants for?
medicine.
Medicine. Who needs the medicine?
I work for the doctor. Well,
Mhm.
he needs some get to.
Mhm. Now, while you're in the woods and you're collecting these plants, how did you learn what plants are needed? How long have you worked with plants?
Since I was little.
Mhm. Who taught you the plants to pick for what illnesses?
My sister.
Your sister. Now, your sister in that lifetime, do you know her in this lifetime as Ariel?
Mhm.
Repeat that.
Oh, yes.
Who is your sister in this lifetime as Ariel?
She's my Aunt Vernita.
Aunt Anita?
Aunt Vernita.
Vernita. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. We're going to go ahead and, but before we move from that scene, Joshua, what year is it?
1847.
1847. Do you know what today's date is in 1847?
Sunday, January 1st.
Okay. Gratitude. Is there anything else in this scene that is happening that we need to take observance of?
Not yet.
Mhm. Now, I want to ask you about the plants that you picked up. I know you said that you were sent there by the doctor to get these plants. What are the plants that you have picked?
Some berries.
Mhm.
Um, Leaves for digestion.
Digestion. Uh,
Some berries are for like vitality.
Vitality. Joshua, I'm going to count down from 3 to 1, and I want you to know exactly what type of berries those are. In 3, 2, 1. Now, Joshua, what berries are they? What tree do they come from?
And black, they're elderberry.
Elderberry. Is that the only type of berries that you picked?
No, I have another.
What is
Like
the other type of berry?
but a bushberry. I don't know why he said bush. Mom's and said it's called bushberry.
Okay, bushberry. We'll go with that. Gratitude for that. Now, the leaves. What type of leaves? Do you know right offhand what kind of tree they come from or a bush?
So,
Repeat that.
not all. Some furry, like sarsaparilla.
Sarsaparilla. Sarsaparilla?
Yes, I have to sneak to get them
Mm-hmm.
from medicine people in the forest
Mm-hmm.
to give to the doctor.
Why did you have to sneak to get the plants?
Because the doctor tries to take from the medicine people.
Mm-hmm. Would
Sends
the medicine
yeah,
re repeat that?
sends me to steal the
Mm.
plants from the medicine people.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever met the medicine people?
Just one.
Just one of them?
Mhm.
Was it a male or female?
Man.
A male. Do you know what he looks like now?
Oof. He oh, he's brown, but he has very blue eyes.
Mm-hmm. Do you see him right now?
Hmm.
Joshua, I want you to zoom in on this gentleman with the very blue eyes, and I want you to tell me if you recognize that soul in this lifetime as Ariel.
No,
No. Okay. Do you know the man's name? in the lifetime as Joshua?
No, because I'm not supposed to talk to him.
I see, but you just know what he looks like.
Oof, sorry.
It's okay.
I scared myself. It got scary.
Okay. Okay. You okay?
Yes. Ugh. Okay.
All right.
Sorry.
All right. We're going to move from that scene. We're going to take you back down. We're going to take a couple of deep breaths. And we're going to move from that. All right. All right, Joshua. We're going to go ahead and we're going to move from that scene where you are in the woods. And we're going to move to the next visual in the same lifetime. And tell me, where are we now? Tell me what you're seeing.
Like a cabin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little bit older,
How old are you?
14.
Mm-hmm. You're 14. And tell me, this cabin, this place where you are, tell me what it is, descriptive wise, what it looks like. Do you live there with family?
There with the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
His uh, sir, I want to be an apprentice, but I
Mm,
am servant. I gave me to him when I was very little.
mm-hmm. And what is preventing you from being an apprentice?
Low class.
Repeat that.
I'm too low class.
You're too low class. And how do you, what do you think about that?
I'm gonna learn anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so I'll do it in secret if I have to.
Mm-hmm. Tell me, Joshua, are you there in the cabin with the doctor?
Yes, he's in another room.
He's in another room. And I want you to, is he in the room with someone else?
That's his wife.
His wife. I want you to go to the doorway of where the doctor and his wife are and just kind of stand there while they do whatever they're doing there. Is it office space type?
Oh, they're having dinner.
They're having dinner. All right. I w- why before we go there, why are you not eating dinner
Eating in the other room with the servant.
with the servants? Before we go to the room where the doctor is, where you're sitting there in the room with the servants, how many servants are there?
There's only four of us.
Mm-hmm.
They
I want you to repeat that.
we used to have more.
Mm-hmm. What happened to the others?
Some ran away
Mm-hmm. Why did they run away?
because they wanted more.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Are you being held there of your own free will or you volunteer to be there?
Contract.
Contract. Where are your parents?
Dad
Your parents are dead?
mhm,
What happened to them?
got very sick and he died. I don't know if it is flu or
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right.
but me and sister were very young and we went to their room and they were dead.
Mm-hmm. And how old were you when that happened?
Or
You were 4. Mm-hmm. So have you been with the doctor and his wife since you were 4?
no, sister hid me for a little.
Mm-hmm. Does your sister live there with you and the doctor now, or just you?
Just me now. She's married.
She's older than you?
Yes.
Mhm. Joshua, tell me, your sister, do you know her in this lifetime as Ariel?
My Aunt Renita.
Okay, your Aunt Frida. You told me that. Okay. Now, I want you to look around the room of the 4 servants where you are. Do you recognize any of those souls in this lifetime as Ariel?
Oh,
Who?
my friend.
Your friend? What's her name?
Maureen.
Repeat that.
Maureen.
Maureen. All right, gratitude. Now, while you're there in the kitchen or in the other room and eating with the other servants, take note of how you feel about being there as a servant as well. And how do you feel about being there, being a servant to this doctor and his wife?
I learn as much as I can, but this is what it is.
hmm Would you consider yourself gifted in knowing about the different plants and what they do?
Yeah.
hmm All right. I want you to just get up there, get up for just a second from your dinner, and I want you to go over and just stand in the doorway where the doctor and his wife is, just kind of softly looking in. And I want you to tell me if you recognize either of them in this lifetime as Ariel. Do you recognize either of them in this lifetime as Ariel? Was that a no?
Um,
All right. All right, we're going to move forward. Now, while they are in the other room having dinner, are they talking about anything specifically that you can hear?
Old now. Boring.
hmm All right, we're going to go ahead and move from that scene. And we're going to go to the next visual that you will have, and we're going to be there in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And tell me, Joshua, what's happening?
Building a fire.
There's a fire. Where is the fire?
I'm building it.
You're building a fire. Where are you?
Out in the woods.
Mm-hmm. How old are you at this time?
17.
17.
I was traveling to a new doctor's house and stopped to rest.
Mm-hmm. Why did you leave the old doctor? What happened?
Died.
Mm,
His wife had no reason for me.
mm-hmm. And how do you feel about traveling to a new destination on your own?
The doctor's son. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll teach him more than he'll teach me.
Mm-hmm.
But it is cold, it's uncomfortable, but it is life.
Mm-hmm. All right. As you look around, is it day or nighttime?
Night.
Mm-hmm. All right. There is something significant that is the reason why you came to this lifetime for a healing. And I'm going to count down from 5 to 1, and you're going to be in this space is the reason why the healing needs to take place. And we're going to be there in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now tell me, Joshua, what's happening? Just take a look around you and let me know what is happening. I can't hear you. Repeat that.
Hammer
You're
outside.
running.
No, I'm hammering a sign in my new place. It's me. I am telling people I'm a doctor.
How old are you?
23.
Repeat that.
23.
23. Have you had any official training for to be a doctor?
No, no.
So is it
Uh,
experience based?
I've learned a lot, but I am also somewhat of a fraud.
Mm-hmm. All right. In this place where you're hammering this sign that you're a doctor, where are you located? Where is this?
Edinburgh,
Repeat that.
Edinburgh,
Edinburgh,
not England, near maybe Scotland.
Scotland. And how do you feel now that you've moved from where you were in New Brunswick to Edinburgh? How are you feeling? What are your feelings?
Start. I am still a little scared they'll catch up with me from the last town.
Hmm. What happened in the last town that is causing you fear?
Someone died,
Mm.
and they said it was because of me.
Is that the case?
Yes, but I didn't know what I was doing
Hmm.
all the way, but I knew some.
Hmm. So you had to leave?
Yes, they said they were going to kill me
Hmm. How long have you been on the run?
after 3 years.
Hmm. Joshua, did you ever take a partner or have children?
Mm.
So you're a single man?
Yes, I may have made children with whores, but I did
Mm.
not marry.
Hmm. So as far as you know, you don't have any children.
Mhm.
Hmm. All right. How are you feeling as you make this new sign at your new place and portraying a doctor?
How long this will last.
Hmm.
I wonder how many people I can convince.
Mhm.
I wonder how many wives I'll sleep with.
How many what?
Wives I'll take.
So, do you sleep with other women that are married?
Yes.
Why do you do that?
Because I come into town to disrupt, and that way they won't try and marry me.
Mhm.
So when I leave, no one will follow.
Do you ever get caught cheating with these other wives?
Once or twice.
And what happened?
I had to leave that town sooner.
Mhm. How many towns have you left because you got caught cheating with other men's wives?
Um, six,
Repeat that.
5 or 6.
Mhm. Is there a reason why you continue to do that, one woman after the next, knowing the risk?
Fun. And they never know that I'm just a peasant. People
I
who would be out of my reach if I wasn't a doctor,
Mhm.
if they knew I was a servant to a doctor, they would not speak to me.
Mhm. All right. We're going to move from that scene to a scene where something happens that is the reason why you're here in Edinburgh. Something happens, and we're going to be in that scene, and you'll have that visual in three, two, one. Now tell me, Joshua, what is happening?
They said I am a witch doctor. That means
Mm-hmm. So
hold
what
me.
is, repeat that?
I'm in jail.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dirty again. They're gonna kill me. They said I put the women under spells, made them hysterical, and gonna kill me tomorrow.
Joshua, are you a witch doctor?
Depends on who you ask.
Repeat that.
Depends on who you ask.
Mm-hmm. Do
I'm
you
not
conduct,
even a doctor.
repeat that?
I'm not even a doctor.
Mm-hmm. Do you conjure?
No,
Do you do spell work?
without trying.
Mm-hmm. And tell me, how does that happen?
I think of what I need, and then I know, and then it comes, and then it shifts with the energy.
Mm-hmm. So do you work with the elements?
Yes, I send whispers through the wind.
Mm-hmm. Where did you learn that?
Sister,
Mm-hmm. Is this you learned that at a young age or when you became an adult?
young, but I forgot. And then I remembered,
Mm-hmm.
and I was an adult.
So just pause here for a minute and let's talk a little bit about your sister. What does your sister do? Did you ever have any additional communication with her after going to live with the first doctor?
Died in childbirth.
Repeat that.
Died in childbirth.
Mhm. Your sister died in childbirth.
Yeah. After, before I grew all the way.
Mhm. So she died giving birth to a child? Is that child alive now?
Yeah.
Mhm. So when she was giving birth, she passed and the child passed at the same time?
Yes.
Mhm. All right. How did her passing affect you?
That's when I decided to be a doctor.
Mhm.
I remembered I could be whoever in places where they did not know me.
Mhm.
And so I started to travel.
Mhm.
I didn't want family. That would slow me down.
Mhm.
All people who are family, I lose.
Mhm. So is that the reason you took more pleasure in being with the whores because there was no attachment and with the married women? Mhm. All right, let's move forward with what you're in jail and they're planning to meet your demise. I want you to walk through that. We're going to be in the space in which you, the day before, the night before, what's going to happen. And we're going to be there in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What goes through your mind, Joshua, as you know tomorrow is the day that you're going to meet your demise?
Could have done more. It could have been more and different. But it ends for everyone.
Mhm.
It'll end for me too.
Did you give up on your dreams, Joshua?
I never was allowed to have them.
Mhm.
I had a contract tied to a person to work for since I was 7.
Mhm.
I only dreamt of more baths and more beds and more comfortable. But I did live some of my dreams in some of the towns before they found me.
Mhm. Did you ever make the kind of money that you wanted to make being this fraudulent doctor?
Tended.
Repeat that.
No, I
Mhm.
pretended to make more.
Mhm. Did you make the basic needs to survive?
Yes,
Mhm.
I even sometimes made a lot more,
Mhm.
enough for my tailored suit and
Mhm.
enough to get a new white coat every town I went to.
Mhm. All right. Is there anything happening on this night before you meet your demise that is significant.
Yeah.
What is that?
My sister's spirit came to see me, tell
Mhm.
me it wasn't my fault. It will be okay.
Does that ease your mind?
A little, but I am encased in bitterness.
Mhm. Does your sister tell you anything else if she visits you or her spirit visits you?
She'll see me soon, and I have
Mhm.
to forgive myself for all of the choices that led me here.
Mhm. And how does that make you feel?
Bad,
Mhm.
feels impossible.
Mhm. Do you have any regrets, Joshua?
I regret not trying to live right, not opening enough for a legacy,
Mhm.
not doing enough personal healing. I regret working on people when I know I didn't know, and whatever harm I brought them. And I regret not building my own family.
Is there anything else that is significant for you?
All about success. It's about so much more. And I got confused.
All right. We're going to take you to 5 minutes right before your death. And we're going to be there in that space in five. Now tell me, Joshua, what is happening?
Freezing to death.
Repeat that.
I'm freezing to death
Where are you?
in the cell. Not gonna make it till tomorrow.
Hmm. Is there anyone in that space of the jail where you are that you can see?
Man freezing death across from me.
Hmm. I want you to look at that man who is freezing to death right across from you in the same cell or in the different cell. Do you recognize his soul in this lifetime as Ariel? Repeat that.
No,
Hmm. Do either of you speak words to each other before your life is ending?
no,
Hmm. What is the last thought that you have before you meet your demise, falling into the hands of death?
that the pain will stop.
Hmm. All right, we're going to go ahead and allow that moment of death to come upon you as you meet that. It's Joshua, being 23 years old, a fraudulent doctor, a conjurer, an individual who could speak spells, work with the elements, an Edinburgh in Scotland. We're going to allow you, that body, to go in peace, knowing that you did live some good things in life, you had your challenges, but you'll move on to spirit world.
Um,
Hmm. As you're floating above the earthly realm, what does it feel like?
like being carried
Hmm. Do you feel at peace?
completely at peace.
Hmm.
At first,
You're
I
gonna.
was confused,
Hmm.
and I remembered
Hmm. What was the confusion about?
they told me it would be uncomfortable to die.
Hmm.
Oh, I was waiting for more pain.
Hmm. As you move through the realms, past the cosmos, through several dimensions, and you make it to spirit world.
Do that easier next time.
Hmm. Is there anyone else there besides your sister that met you there in spirit world?
Tons of people.
Tons of people. Hmm. How does that make you feel that people have showed up there for you, waiting?
More love than I realized.
Hmm. Is there anyone there in spirit world that you see that has met you there that you recognize as Ariel in this lifetime?
Yes, my grand.
Hmm. Your grand in that lifetime as Joshua, who was she to you?
My mother.
Your lover.
My
Hmm. So
mother.
your mother. Okay, your mother. Okay. Anyone else you recognize?
A few people.
Hmm.
My papa. My
Hmm.
great grandfather.
Hmm.
Um, uh, oh, oh,
And back. Oh, how is see how you was right here in front of the camera. The camera done well.
yeah. Oh my goodness.
Wow. How you feel?
I feel good. I feel like lighter.
Mhm.
Mm. I
What
felt like this time, I felt when you were telling everyone to step back, it felt like I was being pulled forward.
mhm. Mhm.
Like it was
That's
really
be-
cool.
that's because when you're here and they stepping back, it feels like you're pulling for it because they go. It's like
Mhm.
it's like this. They're
Mhm.
going.
Mhm.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Well, I'm glad it wasn't like a super traumatic lifetime.
Yeah, but
And
they knew what you needed though. See,
that way.
that's when with the interview, that is what helps me to kind of know where it could kind of go based on what you're
Right.
talking about. Because one time you was talking about something like, oh, that's a thing. So yeah, I think it had something to do. Was it? I think it was from the job, or was it high school? It was something that you kinda like, "Oh, that's a thing," with your
Oh,
mom
yeah.
in college, that's what it was,
Mhm.
alright. So what about the foot and the ankle? How is that feeling?
It was feeling throbby before I started before we started, so it doesn't hurt at all right now. I
Mhm.
The idea that it was something that was, had a dual role, right, was causing harm, but thought it was protecting me.
Okay, so you're about the second person. I think it was the second one. I can't remember who it was. Somebody else. It was like not negative energy, but it was energy that didn't belong there. But oh, we're help. Oh, I know it was Sarah who had the baby. The baby was protecting her, but it was an energy space. It was taking up energy, like you're not supposed to be here, kind of thing. But it
Mhm.
was like the baby placed it there. Unbelievable how these things are happening, where there's that dual meaning to it. Yes, it's about 2:30 what is it,
Oh, yeah,
12:32,
you told
12:42.
me how to zoom in on
Yeah.
the I'm like, "It didn't feel like that."
No, no, it never does, but for it to have that duality, that was a beautiful thing, because it did say that we're not doing it intentionally.
Right,
Mhm, but b to know that it was overcompensating and why it happened is what the beautiful thing is.
right.
Yeah,
Wow.
and what is his name? Nosum. He was
Yes.
holding on. He was holding on in the right ankle, an old attachment that has followed you for generations and your family.
Mhm.
Like, that's crazy.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense to me because I feel like a lot of my family does that where they have these, like, limitations with stopping, like, being at peace and, like, halting, like,
Mm,
doing too much, like, my
yeah.
everyone I kn almost like, my, grandma does work works until her back is out for 6 weeks, and nobody listens to their body in the meantime, it's like an just push, push through.
Mhm,
That
mhm,
makes a lot
mhm.
of sense.
Yeah, and he was like, "Listen, we ain't really trying to do it on purpose, but baby, we will step in, okay?"
Right. He's just
I
like,
know
"We're
y'all
gonna
don't
just
wanna be.
slow down."
That's right, that's right. I thought that was amazing, and how the, solar plexus and the throat chakra, all they needed was balancing,
Yes,
and
I
some
thought
of
that
it had.
was important because I feel like I've had most of my other like, until recently, within this last year, and don't get me wrong, I have made a lot of changes personally
Mm,
in that
mhm,
time. It was like
yeah,
everything was on fire when I would get
yeah,
enough.
yeah. Well, that would make sense on the purple energy that was there, right? The giving up, that energy,
Mhm.
um, and 10 years. It had been there 10 years. That's a lot. If you think back to 10 years, what was going on in your life, that's when that energy crept in there and grew.
That makes sense.
Based on the stuff that you was doing, putting in the body and all that kind of stuff, like, I find this so phenomenal, right, that I'm able to talk to these energies like, "God, you is a bad one, 'cause okay, why are you here? What are you doing? What purpose did you serve, and how are you fucking up her life?"
Right. And I this is
Okay.
the first time that I have consciously sat in the back seat, like, made the move to the back seat on purpose, and because like, I feel like that's what my barrier is from channeling at times, is the, like, fear of letting someone else drive.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
this is the first time, and Seraphine felt amazing, like, all everybody felt
Shit, she
great.
is.
Yeah,
She felt super badass to me. Okay,
yeah,
that's what she felt like to me, and, the fact that the higher self said, I can clear this up. But then she realized that there was a little harder male energy there. She asked for the help, right?
mhm,
So she even knew, okay, I'm gonna need some reinforcement here. Like I can get it, but it might take me a while. But since we're trying to do this today, let's rev up and Bougie, can you help? That was
right,
beautiful in itself.
mhm,
So when she steps in for you and tells you that she needs your help with something because you have the free will, which means she's asking you to step back and release so she could do the work. Okay. I thought that was total badass, and I just, listen, at first, that purple energy was like, "No, I ain't going nowhere." Where
I
am I
know.
supposed to go? I was like, nigga, for real? Is this what we doing? Yeah, it was like, nah, I'm not going nowhere. That's literally what it said.
Yeah. Like, no,
Oh,
I'm just a part of it. No, no, you're not.
like I've been doing this for generations. What you gonna do about it?
Mhm.
Where I gotta go? Where am I go? I've been going from bouncing back and forth. That's literally what it was basically saying.
Yeah. And I could see her like transmuting a lot of it. And then
She
I could
did say
see
she was
her
breaking it
feeling
up.
like excuse me, a block.
Yes.
Like feeling like
Well,
she hit a wall, kind of.
uh-huh, uh-huh. That's what well, see, that's what she said. So the energy felt it felt masculine to me. I didn't ask if it was masculine, but it did feel like that. Now, some feminine energy can feel really rigid and hard, but I didn't get that. I got literally like what she said, a male energy.
Yeah.
She said man, but I got what she was saying. It was masculine.
Hmm.
So that yeah, okay. She was like, look here, while you working over there, I'm gonna be working over here. Okay, let's
Right.
do it. That was so amazing. All right, do you have any questions about anything? So, okay, when we
I'm like,
went to break and I came back, I forgot to hit the record, so we didn't get non-psalm, no psalm, but uh, what do you call it? I did a summation on what he was
okay.
doing, what he didn't do. So I got that. But once I realized it, I put the record back on. I was so I never normally take it off record, even if we took a break. But for some reason, I did. Maybe that was supposed to happen. You'll never freaking know
Maybe.
because I've
You
never
never
done
know.
it before. Yeah. So, but you'll get that summation again. But even the voice when he came through, it was boom. Like it was like,
I felt like it was like deep and booming.
yes, it was. I was like, okay, okay, all right, here we go, here we go. And then when he said he didn't want to go nowhere, see, that was the depth of how long he's been there
Right.
in that, and he was taking up the ankle and the foot because Seraphine said she saw one in the ankle, one in the foot. Yeah,
Mhm.
but it was the ankle and the foot. He was taking up that space.
Right.
Yeah. So
Oh my
cool.
goodness. Amazing. I only have one question. I'm gonna catch up you probably in the
Okay.
next hour. I need to get in the shower real quick. But have you seen by doing the video recordings, are you catching anything physically like that the naked eye can see in the
Sometimes,
recording?
yes. So today, when you were laying on your back, there was literally, when you was kind of laying back, there was
Mhm.
literally from here, it was an aura there. I could see
Oh
it.
wow. Mhm.
I can
I
see
was
it now. I don't know.
interested.
I hope you'll be able to see it, but it was light. It was about that, just a little bit. But you
Mhm.
could literally see it from here, your forehead going in, just the whole little thing. I thought, is that a fucking aura? It really was beautiful. And it was just very light. It was light, but you could see it. Even though there's a white wall, you got on a grayish white shirt, I could
Mhm.
still see a hue, is what I could see.
Oh
I
wow.
haven't yet seen any, the pixelation of the energy that I normally see when they come through. I haven't seen any of that yet. I
Okay.
haven't. But I will say in San and Charmaine's, and that had to do with their VPN and where they are. I know the difference between its energy and it's where they are.
Right.
Their VPN is not as clear and crisp because I noticed it also with uh, uh, Leticia, who was in Ghana, and with uh, what is her
I know
name?
that's right. Bougie readings in Ghana.
And there was also Empress. She's in Antigua. So
Okay.
anytime they're outside of the United States, what I'm noticing is that there would not. It's not a pixelation. It is a. It's just it's the clarity. It's just not
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Damn, you know what I should have asked? When is our next retreat? I've been wanting a retreat date for so long. I should have put that on my list.
Yeah. But they did say you're not gonna have to have another one for about 6 years. So,
Yeah.
so that means lessons learned and energetically you're in a good space even if there was some bumps and grinds because of what happened today. You're in a good space. You don't have to have it unless you just need to have one 6 years or want
Right.
to have one.
Why
You
is
could do it
yeah.
whenever you want to. Yeah, because some
Mhm.
people like, I want to know about another lifetime where X, Y, and Z happened. You can name off those things that you want to see, that you want to know about, gifts that you want to pick up or something like that.
Yeah. A dirty old white man whoring
Uh,
around town.
Girl, you was a
I
whole slut bag over there. Like,
was
damn, okay. He was a young whore himself while he was down
yeah.
with the whores. Like, what is you? Okay. He was slutting out with the wives, okay?
Right.
That's crazy.
That's so crazy.
Oh my god. Did when you could you feel if he had any type of, like, remorse about it or anything?
No, he wasn't remorseful. He was chill like, he was like, "This what I do." He was very cocky, like, it was very much so like, "I'm fine, and this is what I do." That's what they want
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah,
and,
and you know
like
what? I was gonna ask what he looked like to look in the mirror, but I totally forgot to do that because of things that he was telling me. But he came across to me soft like, well, yeah, I'm 23. But when he started talking about what he was doing from 17 to 23, and I was with these women, and he went there for the wives. I didn't get the cocky piece, but it was because of his tone, right? So I
Yeah.
would drill down and try to ask some questions, but I was going to ask you, and you just confirm what I was thinking. Was he just, like, kicking it like, "Shit, she want it, she can get it too," you kn
Yeah, he had that, like, that, like, not those cocky men that talk too much, the ones that
Uh-huh.
they just
Ye
know and they have this
yes.
essence
Right.
about them where they're like, "Yeah, you come find out why if you want to."
It was the non-cocky, spoken word that,
Right.
yeah, they can get right. Them the ones that's tricky as hell, okay? They tricky.
Exactly.
Shit,
They
okay.
they've almost gotten me every time, but,
Yeah, golly. Alright, that's it. You got any questions about anything else?
I don't think so. Thank you so much. This is amazing.
It was beautiful, absolutely
Have you
100%.
felt I don't ever remember anyone saying there was a librarian at the Akash.
So, everybody was saying something different. Randy was in a treehouse type. I use the word treehouse because when she was speaking of it, I literally it was as if it was she was walking up into a treehouse, but along the gnarly steps, there were books there and they go all around, wherever that's what
Mhm.
hers was. Uh no one, like, really only one person used the word librarian. I heard guardian. I heard there's a symbol at the top of the akasha, and it keeps those from who are not of light and love, or the ones who are looking at their
Mhm.
books from penetrate. Girl, it was listen, it's been crazy. So only two, I think you and one other person may have used the word librarian.
Okay.
Out
Hmm.
there, there's been the keeper, there was the guardian, there was it was something else that one of them were, as they would describe what they had on. Some of them there was it could have been a building. Some of them it was nothing there. They're just out floating, and the book just drops down. Some on a table. Some didn't have a book at all, but they could read from the energy was there. I think that was Charmaine, but I don't think that put that on hers yet. I just did hers of her healing. Like it was crazy. So not Ra what's her name? Tara, Randy's sister, who I
Mhm.
posted yesterday, she had a whole surgery from a archangel.
All right. Thank you so much. That's all I have, I think, though. I don't know who the hell's
Okay.
calling my work phone. Yeah, I guess I have to go back to real life. It
Yeah,
was
okay,
fun
girl,
and
I'm
floating
sorry.
in the
It's
ethers
so
with you.
okay, cool. Well, I'm glad it was a success and everything. It was good. All right, darling, I'll talk to you another time. You have a
All
good
right.
one.
Thank you, Bougie. You too. Bye.
All right, take care. Bye.